Hey everyone, it's KK and I have another layout to share with you guys today. I'm starting this one with a sheet of pattern paper from Echo Park, and I'm not sure what collection it came from. I know that it was a kids themed collection, and I just like the colors, so I bought it just to use the B-sides of the papers. The layout that I'm working on today is a birthday layout, so I thought I would use some of these birthday themed pattern papers from that Dear Lizzie pad that I purchased recently. Once I get that one down, I think I'm going to want to frame this on a piece of cardstock, so I'm going to go ahead and cut it down on the right hand side and the top. Now the other pattern papers that you see to the left hand side, I'm going to use those just to kind of create some diagonal type of layers at the bottom and the top. And I'm doing this just because I want this page to be kind of whimsical and have a lot of movement and a lot of color and just be really bright and happy. Now that one there I did cut to make sure that you could tell that the pattern was balloons, because I didn't want it just to look like random blobs. I wanted you to be able to tell that it was balloons. So once I've done that to the top and bottom, I'm going to go to this 6x6 pad of paper that's from the Baxter collection by Studio Calico, and I'm just going to choose a few papers that I think will look nice layered behind my photo. And once I get those chosen, I'm going to go ahead and just use my scissors and just cut mats for the photograph. So they're not going to be perfectly straight, which is fine, because like I said, I want this to be a little bit whimsical and a little bit loose. Now I'm looking for somewhere to put this photo, and the problem that I have is I have so many layers on the background, so many layers behind the photo. I really just need somewhere for that photograph to rest. And so I take a sheet of that 6x6 pad and I just add it there as a big mat to the back of the photo, just so the photograph can remain the focal point of the layout. That little banner that I brought in that says Celebrate, it's from the Fancy Free collection by Paige Evans, and that was in one of my Gossamer Blue kits. I added this journaling card here to the left hand side, and I just kind of kept it a bit wonky just because I wanted to keep that feel. I have these black acetate letters from a Gossamer Blue kit that I've had, and I haven't really made a dent in them, but I'm trying. So I go ahead and pick out the letters that I'm going to use, and I just left this in there so you could see. I kind of have to move the title around a few times to make sure that I get it where I want it. Now again, having all those papers layered in the background does kind of create a problem in that things can get lost in them very easily. So in particular, that number 13, I wanted it to really pop. So what I did is I came in with a circle punch, and I used a piece of paper from that Baxter collection. It was the same one that I used to mat the photograph. And I'm just going to punch a circle, and I'm going to add that between the layers there and rest that number 13 on there. And I feel like it does make a huge difference. And I'm trying to make sure that those letters kind of overlap with the other papers. And then I'm going to bring in these stickers, and I'm going to make sure that they touch the photograph and the word big. Now I had to move this over just a bit because if you see the H there, it's kind of covering too much of the B. That makes it hard to distinguish what the letter was. So that's kind of how I do my titles. I just move them around a little bit until I get them the way that I really want them to be. Now that the title's done, I'm ready to embellish, and I've got some die cuts from, I don't remember the collection, but they came in my July kit. So I'm just going to layer a couple of those. I'm going to use those balloons because I know if I don't use them on this layout, I'll probably never use them. Just bringing in some more color and some more movement to the page. I really wanted this page to be very bright and very cheerful because I felt like that reflected her personality. So I'm going to add just another tab here at the top right, and I'm going to layer a phrase sticker over it. Then I'm going to frame it out with a piece of cardstock. I've added my journaling, and I'm going to come in with one final touch, and that's going to be my enamel dots that I'm going to use just to spread around the page and just make some additional little pops of color here and there. And that about wraps up this layout for me. Thank you so much for joining me today. There will be some still shots at the end. I hope that you guys have a fantastic day. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.